Thanks for clicking on State of the City. My name's Todd Prafke. I'm the City Administrator here in St. Peter. And however you're clicking on us, whether it's through Facebook, on our website, or on our YouTube channel, thanks for checking us out. I really appreciate it. Today is the 17th of September. What a beautiful day outside. Fantastic day outside. But you didn't probably click on here to hear what the weather is or was. You really want to know some things about the City of St. Peter, so let me get to that mission right away. You know, normally I do these after workshop sessions and talk a little bit about workshops that have gone on, but today or really on Monday night, on the 15th, we had a goal-setting session, and so that means that the City Council all hangs together, and with me and some of our staff on occasion from about 3 o'clock in the afternoon until sometimes 10, 11 o'clock in the evening. Monday night was no exception, although we got out a little bit earlier, right around 10. So let me cover some of the really big things that they talked about as a part of that goal-setting session. But first, just a little bit about what goal sessions are. Goal sessions are really meant to do two primary things, one of which is to be able to talk at that 30,000 foot level, to really think and look down from a broader perspective on community and organization and policy and that kind of stuff. So that's one. The second part of that is that it gives them an opportunity at times to really drill down into some issues very tightly, very closely, a lot of detail in ways that they maybe don't get to do at a workshop or certainly at a council meeting. And so that's really its two primary functions. If you pressed me for a third, I would say, you know, it's a little bit about team building, whether they all agree or not all the time, which of course they don't. They got to be able to work like a team, and our organization needs to be able to go forward. And so that organizational structure, that team building, is very important as a part of this overall as well. So anyway, those are some of the top two, and maybe a little bit of a third item that we try and look for as a part of those goal-setting sessions. So let me get to some of the big issues. The first one that they talked about a lot is the Veterans Memorial. You've heard a lot about this. This meeting, it predominated the length of time of the discussion. And so I want to show you a couple of images, and you can look at this stuff. There's a goal-setting packet on our website, so you can see it and see exactly what I wrote to the City Council, exactly some of the things that they were looking at. But I wanted to mention this. These are some of the 6 or 7 big items that the City Council talked about relative to the Veterans Memorial, really thinking about it at that 30,000 foot level. And if you want to see some more description of what these bullet points mean, you can look on our website on that packet. Now, part of you, as you know if you've been following this issue, the Council is going to set some specific criteria, parameters to give to the Parks Board for review of the Veterans Committee's application plan, etc. We're also sending this to the Veterans Committee so they kind of know what the target is. We don't want to not give them a target. We want to be more specific about what the target is. So some of that is this big picture stuff. Some of it is this big picture stuff. Some of it is some very practical stuff here. And so you can see some of those, and again, most of those are indicated in the council packet, the goal-setting packet that's online, so you can see some of that. And so this is the kind of stuff that they spent a lot of time in thinking, contemplation, working together on to give the Parks Board direction and the Veterans Memorial Committee direction. And so I'm excited for that. They came a long way. They had a lot of great discussion on it. And so that'll continue to move forward. One of the other things that they talked about was cooperation with our partners, whether it's the school district or Nicollet County or the Chamber of Commerce. Talked a lot about that too. One of the things that they specifically focused on was our relationship with the school district, and as we continue to see that grow and manifest itself as a part of the Lampert Farm and Hermel property, that everybody's talking about, what can we do with park facilities, what can we do, what's the school district doing with the new high school building, all that kind of stuff gets a part of that discussion. So I want to tell you that that's important to them, having those relationships, having those partnerships with other groups, organizations, other local government units within our community is very important. It's not only important for them, I think it should be important to you. It's about quality of life. It's about doing things efficiently. It's about not duplicating services, right? And so the more that they can work together, the more that we can work together with others, the better we do that for them and frankly for all of us and for you. And so that should be part of the ongoing goal that they work on, which they did at their goal setting session. I also want to mention the North End Commercial District. They talked a little bit about that, and if you want to see this, that's included in there. They also talked about the downtown priorities, which I've shown on this program before, and you can see within the council packet, that goal setting packet that they got, that talks about some of the things they're trying to promote downtown, and more specifically, a development opportunity related to parking lot number 5. Now, if you don't know where parking lot number 5 is, it is the parking lot that is where the farmers market lives and resides. Also, it's where Oktoberfest occurs. So if you don't know, that's where it is. And so there's an opportunity there for some retail development with some housing on upper floors. So we're excited to explore that, talk with the council about that, get some of their feedback on what are priorities, what are they thinking of. And so that was a good part of the discussion as well. So we're excited for that. Lastly, I want to mention that, well, it's not the only issue, that these aren't the only issues that they talked about. Well, one of the big issues they talked about was Rivers Edge Hospital. There you go, exceptional care close to home, riversedge.org. We're excited about the hospital and the changes there, and staff has been doing a great job, and some of our work with our partners there, which include Mankato Clinic, the St. Peter Clinic, and OFC, who's going to start to do a lot more work there. As you may know, some of our equipment there is growing. I was going to say being enhanced, but it's not being enhanced. It worked great before. It's getting bigger. Now as we do more shoulder replacements and knee replacements and hip replacements and those kind of stuff, we need bigger sterilizers for all the equipment and for those joints and things. So a very big project was done at the hospital recently to make bigger that sterilizing stuff. So we're really excited about that and looking forward for that to continue. So that's good for us, all of us. Now a few tidbits I have to hit on. First of all, Washington Avenue Link. If you haven't walked it or driven on it, you should take a chance to do that just a little bit. It's looking great. There's still some more work to be done. Clean up in trees and some bushes and other things yet to be planted. They're not all in, some are in, but some more still to come. Also, the Traverse Road Trail. So that's a trail that goes on Traverse Road from Sunrise out to 20. Well, not quite 20. It's actually to Edgerton Street, which is partway in between. If you haven't had a chance to use that, there's been a lot of requests for that over the years, and so I'm glad we could get that done. I also want to mention and thank a group from Trinity Lutheran Church that's doing some great volunteer work at the dog park in the next couple weeks, 3 weeks maybe it is. So thanks to them doing some work at the dog park. We appreciate that. I got to promote this. It's a big poster. 14th Annual Paws Walk, Trick or Treat Walk for Animals. Saturday, October 11th. The part that I really love is there's costume contest for pets and people. Costumes for pets and people. Can't go wrong with that. That's fun. God, some of the pet costumes are just amazing. I've done that a couple of times or seen it happening a couple of times, and really cool stuff that people do. The last one that I have as a tidbit is that the fun run is coming up. So if you are a runner, sign up for the St. Peter Fun Run. If you want to see the action up close and participate, even though you're really not a runner like me, well, I mean, I'm not a runner, so I'm happy to participate in some other way, is, frankly, I can't see why people would pay money to run. But I am happy to volunteer and have fun with everyone else. It's a great event, Whether you're a runner or not a runner, you'll have a great time. And so if you want to volunteer, give us a call. Give the rec department a call, and they'll be happy to set you up with a volunteer opportunity. There's lots of volunteers that are needed to make that thing go. So it's a wonderful event. Last year there were more than 1,000 runners. Wow, that's great. So anyway, with that, my classic standard graphics. Here you go. If you want to email me, there's where you can email us. Our website. We'd love it if you like us on Facebook, or you can give us a call. We're happy to come out and visit with you about things that are going on in the city. If you have an organization or a card club or whatever, we're happy to come out and do that. Otherwise, stay tuned here. Click on us again next time around, and we'll be happy to provide you some more information about what's going on in the city. So with that, I'll sign off. Again, give us a call. There's our website, Facebook, or give me a call and be happy to visit. Thanks for clicking on State of the City. Hope to see you next time.